As we continue our Sun Oven Cooking Essentials series, today we're going to talk about baking bread. Now today is the very end of September. It's September 28th. It's a partly cloudy day, so we don't have full sun. But the amazing thing about baking bread in the sun oven is you don't need full sun. People tell me all the time when they make bread that they have to have an exact temperature for an exact period of time. Because of the even non-drying heat in the sun oven, it doesn't require an exact temperature. Right now the sun oven's about 300 degrees. When we open it and put it in, the temperature is going to drop a little and then it's going to come back up. But we can bake bread. I've baked bread at temperatures as low as 225 degrees. Normally when the sun oven's about 350, I can bake one loaf of bread in about 45 minutes. Two loaves take an hour and 10 minutes. Today it's going to take a little bit longer because it's partly cloudy, but it's a great way to illustrate how the sun oven works. There's a couple of things you do different when you bake bread in the sun oven as opposed to baking it in a conventional oven. The most important thing is when you go to raise your bread, instead of raising it or proofing it to the same height that you would when you would be putting it into your regular oven, you notice this bread's about 3/4 of an inch below the top of the bread pan. The reason you do that is that with the even heat in the sun oven, we've preheated it now to 300 degrees. When we open the door and we put the bread in the sun oven, the temperature in the oven is going to probably drop about 50 degrees and start raising again. If I already have raised the bread to the full height, when it drops and raises, it could over-raise and fall. So leaving it 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch below the top of the bread pan and before putting in the sun oven avoids that problem. The other thing that you do a little bit different with the sun oven when you're going to bake bread in it is, especially a day like today where I'm not getting full temperature, this is just a spray bottle of water. It's just a bottle that's got water in it. I'm going to take and spray a light mist of water on both of these loaves of bread before I put them in the sun oven. The reason for that is that then even at a lower temperature the bread will brown. If I spray the water on it before putting it in, I can get the sun oven to get the bread to brown at temperatures even as low as 225 to 250 degrees. So let's put the bread in and see what happens. We're going to open the oven. We'll put the bread in. The tray is designed to accommodate 2 loaves of bread at the same time. We're going to close the latch and then we'll be ready to have our bread baking. As I say, normally I could do those 2 loaves of bread in about 45 minutes. Today, I'm sorry, 2 loaves take an hour and 10 minutes. Today I'm thinking it's going to probably take more than an hour and a half, but we'll check back in a little while and see how the bread's doing. Well, the bread's been in a while now. It's been about an hour and 40 minutes, which is longer than it would normally take because the sun has been coming and going. It's kind of playing peekaboo today. One minute it's bright, the next minute it's dull. The nice thing is because of the even non-drying heat of the sun oven, the bread will still come out fine. So let's open it and take a look and see how the bread's doing. Smells delicious. See, it's got a nice brown crust and it's pretty well ready to eat.